So standing with our feet in first position, we're going to do a little plie in first, followed by a side bend. Here we go. We plie and side bend. Plie. Nice and slow. 2 more like this. And then we're going to do the same movement, twice the speed. Last one slow. Now speed it up. Here we go. We plie and side bend. Now when we do side bend, we can elevate up onto demi-point. That's it, lovely. So we go 4 more, reach, 3, getting ready to fondue. So extend that outside leg, here we go. Arm in first position. Fondue means to melt. It's a single leg plie. Plie means to bend. Keep those headlamps on those hip bones shining forward, so no rotation. 2 more. Now elevate up onto demi-point. Arm comes up to 5th. Rise and lower. So make sure this standing leg is really turned out, toe is pointed, and lift. 2 more. We're going to combine those movements. So 1 fondue down, arm down, and then slowly up into elevate. 1 fondue, 1 elevate. 2 more, fondue, and elevate. Last one. Then same movement, twice the speed. Here we go. So we fondue, we elevate, we fondue, we elevate. Beautiful. So feel the work in this calf and reach, bend and reach. Now getting ready for a rond de jambe, rounding of the leg. Here we go. So we push, bend and push. So big toe on the floor. Rond de jambe means rounding of the leg. A terre is on the ground. So drawing a little semicircle. Here we go. Now take it on layer in the air. Try to keep the foot at the same height. In and out. And the arm just follows the leg, and so does the head. We take it 4 more. 3 more. Getting ready for a développé in second position. Hold it here, bend the knee. In and out. Développé means to unfold. So you're bending the knee and unfolding that lower leg. So try to keep that knee in the same position the whole time. And if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, we can add a fondue in. Here we go. We fondue and lift. Fondue and lift. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Keep those legs turned out if you can. Nice and tall. Getting ready for some pulses on the last leg. Here we go. Hold it here. Pulse it up. Thinking about that posture, really nice and tall. Eyes up. Lifting up, up, and up. And up, and up. Get ready for a curtsy kick. Cross behind, here we go. We curtsy, we kick. Now again, it's a controlled kick, so don't fling. Nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, and arm follows the leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Give me 8 more, and reach. If you don't want to work as hard, just don't kick as high. Last 4, in and out. We're going to change this to a karate kick. 2 more. Here we go, turn in, kick it out, turn in. Now flex the foot, turn the leg in, turn it out. Now that arm is a bit like a tricep extension. We bend in, we punch. So make a little fist, give it some attitude, and we go 8, push, and 7, 6, and 5. Just angling that head down towards the bar. 4 more. Lovely. 2 more. And hold this last one here. If you want to make it harder, you'll be more horizontal. Otherwise, more vertical. So follow K if you want to make it easier. Otherwise, jump away from the bar. Put your elbow down. Turn this hip away. Push the pubic bone forward and pull that rib in. Head down, ready to pulse. Here we go. Lifting up. So it's easy to sag here. So really pull that rib in, away from the floor, shoulders down, and just watch the neck. You don't strain. So head angles down. Lovely. Now get ready for little circles back. So we go back. Lovely. Beautiful. Nice and small. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders back. 4, 3. Now circle it forwards for 4. So we come forward and forward. Keeping those ribs in, keeping those hips still. Last 4, 3, 2. Now, take the hand here, we lift and down. we lift and down. So working into those oblique abdominals in the waist. Lift, lift. Ready for another 8 of those? Watch you don't lock out that knee that you're standing on. Lift, lift. Keeping that rib in nice and still. 4 more. 3 more, then getting to bend that knee into the chest. Ready? Here we go. Hand on hip, bend in, forward, and straighten it back up. And ideally, that knee and hip and foot are all at the same height, ideally. 1 more like this. Now, same movement, twice the speed. Here we go. We bend in, in, in. Let's have 4 more like this. And 3. And 2. On this next one, hold it here. Little oyster. Push it up. Pulse it. Up and up and up. Hang in there. I know it's burning. Nearly done. You can do it. 4, 3. Now fondue on that bottom leg. Hold this leg still and up. Fondue and up. Watch that neck. Push and up. Push and up. Push and up. Last one. And coming up. Oh, well done. Now just holding onto your chair because we're going to do 1 single arm press up. Now, it's very difficult to not to push the chair away or to push it over. So better still going to the wall. 2 counts in, here we go. We bend for 2. Push back for 2. So really pressing down on that chair so as not to push it over or away from you. Bend for 2. Now I want you to turn your attention to your shoulder. So if you point the elbow back, the shoulder rolls in. And we don't want that. So point the elbow down to the floor so that shoulder stays nice and down and away from the ear. And push back. Beautiful. Now turn your attention to your hips. Make sure they don't sag like this. And your rib doesn't sag like that. And also watch you don't hinge from the waist. That's it. So take the whole body down. Ready for double time? Here we go, single counts. 1 in, 1 out. Now, it's twice the speed, so you haven't got time to have the same range of motion. So, just smaller, just tiny little bend. We go 8. And 7, and 6, beautiful. Last 4, hang in there. 3, beautiful. Ribs in, and relax. Take this leg, and we're gonna cross it over. So facing your chair, cross it over into a glute stretch. And because we want to keep moving, we're gonna elevate onto that supporting leg. 4, 3, 2, heel comes up. And down. By continuing to move, we preserve the intensity of the workout. And we keep that heart rate going. So better stamina. 2 more. 1 more. And now if you can, straighten the leg and place 1 hand on the floor. And if you're able to, place the other hand on the floor also and bring the head down. If not, keep the hands on the chair. And then we're coming back up. Shake it out. Now before we change to the other side, we're going to do some lunges. So I want you to place that right foot forward, left leg back, nice and tall, 3.5 lunges, and then change leg. Here we go, ready, and bend, and up. 2 complete. 3 complete, here comes the half. We bend, we step together, step back down, and up. Down. So just make sure you're not leaning forwards here. 2 panes of glass. Step together, change leg. Down and up. And up. 2 more. Bend, step together. 1 more at this speed because then we're going to go double time. Bend, step together, double time. Here we go. We bend. 2, 3, step together. Change leg, bend. 2, 3, step together. Beautiful. Bend. 2, 3, together. Now watch the change. You can jump it together. And bend, 2, 3, jump or step. Bend, 2, 3, jump or step. So if you don't want to jump, just follow K. free jump or step. Now we're getting ready for single jumps or steps if you want to. So we jump, or we step back, step together. Follow K if you don't want to jump because it's hard. We got 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Ooh, have a little quad stretch. Shake out those legs and then change. That's hard work, those jumps. Well done if you did it. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other side. Take the chair around. And we come back to pliés with that side bend in first position. So nice and tall. Squeezing those inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Bend it down slowly and over. Bend slowly and over. Inhale, exhale, last one, slow. Then get ready for double time. Here we go. We bend, we lift. And we can relevate onto demi-point and reach. 4 more. And 3. Getting ready to fondue. Extend that outside leg. Here we go. Fondue down. Arm in first position, like you're holding a beach ball. And watching those headlamps on the hips so they don't rotate as you bend. 3 more. Getting ready to elevate and up. Arm up and down. Arm up and down. Hips and shoulders square. Staying tall, make sure that shoulder's down. Getting ready to combine those movements. 1 fondue, 1 elevate. Here we go. Bend and up. And elevate, center. Bend, center, elevate, center. 2 more like this. And reach. Now same movement. Twice the speed. Here we go. We fondue, we elevate, fondue. Reach and up. Staying nice and tall. Can you feel the work in those calf muscles? I bet you can. Getting ready for a rond de jambe. Ready, here we go. Bend and out. So remember rond de jambe, rounding of the legs, à terre is on the ground. So the arm follows the leg, it's turned out, and we bend and straighten that supporting leg. Arm follows. Ready for en l'air, in the air, here we go. In and out. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep that foot at the same height as it rotates out. I'm really watching those headlamps. In and out. Getting ready for a développé second. Hold it here. Here we go. Bend the knee. In and out. Inhale, exhale. Remember, développé means to unfold. So unfolding that lower leg, keeping that knee in the same position. Big toe touches. Now, if you feel you want more of a challenge, we can add a fondue in. Here we go. We fondue and up. Fondue and up. Fondue and up. Inhale, exhale. In and out. In and out. In and out. Now, little pulses. Up, up, up. Turning that leg out in the hip socket. Nice and tall. We go 8, 7, 6, 5. Get ready for a curtsy kick. Cross behind. Here we go. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. Now stay tall. Remember, it's a controlled kick. Inhale, exhale. So think about that posture the whole time. Arm follows the leg. Now, if you don't want to work as hard, don't kick as high. Inhale, exhale. Hips and shoulders stay as square as possible. We do 4 more. And 3, getting ready for that karate kick. Are you ready? Here we go. Turn it in, kick out. Inhale, exhale. Now that elbow pretty much is going to stay at the same height. So it's a bit like a tricep extension with a little punch. Give it some attitude, give it some energy. 8 more if you can. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Getting ready to hold the last one. 3 more. Beautiful. Now hold it here. If you want to make it easier, be more horizontal, more vertical. If you want to make it harder, come down a little bit here. Now check your position. Push that hip bone away. Push the pelvis forward. Pull the rib in. Head down, shoulders down. Ready to pulse. Here we go. Lift it up. Just have that supporting knee slightly soft so it's not locked out. And watch that head. Angle it into the bar. Watch that rib doesn't start poking out. Get ready to circle. 4, 3, 2, circle back. Tiny, tiny little movements. And your job is to keep the hips and pelvis still. We go 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, reverse the direction, forward. Lift, lift. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Hand behind the head, ready for those obliques. Here we go. Lift and down. Lift and down. So really working into the waist as you lift that upper torso. And as you lift the upper torso, lifting that leg as well. You got another 8 in you? Yes, you have. 7. Don't forget to breathe. Blowing out the candle every time you lift. 4 more. Getting ready to bend that knee to the chest. 2 more. Hand on the hip, here we go. Bend it in slowly and out again. In front of your hip and stretch it back out. Inhale slowly in, keeping that pelvis really still. Ready for double time? Here we go. In, out. In and out. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, get ready, hold it here. Oyster, little pulses. Up, up. Knee in front of that hip. Hang in there. You can do it. I know it's burning. Just 4 more. And 3. Now hold it here, fondue on the supporting leg. So we bend, we straighten. We bend, we straighten. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just 4 more. 3 more. 2. And single arm press ups. So if you're at home doing this, go to the wall. It's much more stable. Otherwise, hand on the bar, or if you've got a really sturdy chair, hand on the chair. Take that leg off. 4, 3, 2, we bend it down. For 2, push it back. For 2. Again now, watching that elbow, watching that shoulder. Point the elbow down, so the shoulder is square. Bend, and then turn your attention to the hips. Make sure they're not sagging. And watch the ribs. It isn't sagging either. And pushing back. Try not to hinge. Take the whole body with you. Bend and push back. That's 4 more. 4 and back. 3 and back. Really pushing down on that chair. Keeping the body nice and square. Bend. Now single counts. Are you ready? Here we go. Bend, push back. Bend, push back. So again, it's twice the speed. So you need to limit the range of movement. Otherwise, you'll start flinging yourself and using momentum. 8 more. 8. 7. 6. Nearly there. So we go 4 more. And 3. Beautiful. 2 more. Good job. Now this leg, we're going to stretch it. So turning to face the bar, crossing that ankle over the opposite knee. We're going to bend down, stretching out that glute, that butt cheek. We want to keep moving, so we're going to releve. Heel up, heel down. Now, if you don't want to lift the heel, if you're getting tired, just keep that heel on the floor. 4 more if you can. 3 and 2, and then hold it here. Straighten the leg up. Place one hand down on the floor if you're able to. If not, just hold on to the chair. And if you're able to, place that other hand and bring the head down. Coming back up. Oh, we've got those lunges again. So this time, left leg comes forward. 3.5 lunges, deep breath in. 4, 3, 2, here we go. We bend, we lift. Exhale, inhale. Now the deeper you bend, the harder it is. Bend, step together, change. Watch those knees. bend. Here comes the half. Bend, step together. 2 more slow. Time to think about that posture. Nice and tall. Bend, step together. Change. Bend and up. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Here comes the half. Double time. Here we go. So we bend, 2, 3, step together. Change leg. 2, 3, step together. 3, 2, 1, together. Now here comes the change. If you want to jump the step, you can. 3, 2, 1, jump or step. 3, 2, 1, jump or step. 3, 2, 1, jump or step. Last time, you ready for the single jumps? Otherwise, follow K and we jump. Jump. Always step back, step together. Whatever you prefer. We go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Okay, let's stretch out those quads. So bring the heel to the butt. Have a little moment. Get rid of any lactic acid, that burning in the muscles. And then change leg. Pull it in. Whew. Can you feel your heart rate? I can feel mine. And then gently release.